Hey guys, Gino Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world you are in. Okay, we are middle of the day, heat of the day in the summertime, early summer, and so we use the heat of the day when we come inside and do inside stuff. Today we're going to be canning up green beans that we picked yesterday out of the garden. So what you will need is a clean bowl, box of picked green beans, a knife if you choose to have a knife, some holy crap that's good coffee, and your super cool low buck t-shirt, or Great Dickie's work shirt is what it is exactly. Alright, so what we done is we gave these a quick rinse in the sink, and now we're just doing what the old timers call snapping the beans. You can use a knife if you need to, but I just take my thumbnail and on each end of the bean I just snap it right off to where it's like that. Throw these in a separate little bucket that we got down here that we will give to the chickens. They will just love it. And then we snap our beans. The long beans, we'll snap them into 3 sections. Sections about half a finger long or so. They'll fit good in the jar when we go to can them up. So, like I say, just get your beans, snap off the ends of them where the vine connected at the end of the bean. And we snap ours in thirds. Give the ladies their little cut. And do that. So we're going to do this to all these beans, and then we'll go to the next stage. Once we get these done, we'll give these a good washing again, just to make sure that anything from my hands, any dirt from my hands or any dirt that's left on them from the garden is washed off. So first step, snap the beans. Okay guys, we got our green beans. As you can see, they were in the bowl here. They're snapped and ready to go and re-washed. Now you can put these in a bag and put them in the freezer and store them for a little while until you get enough to can. You can put them in boiling water and blanch them for 3 or 4 minutes and then freeze them. Whatever it is that you like to do, go ahead and do it. Keep in mind, please, I am not a food preservation expert or a cannyologist or anything like that. I'm just a dude. This is how I do it. This is what works for me. Here's what we're going to use. We're going to need our little thing that comes with your canning supplies, like a little plastic spatula type thing. You'll need your lid lifter with the magnet on the end for your lids. I got my lids here that I simmered in hot water so they can get sterilized and ready to go. We have our jars that we ran through our dishwasher in order to sanitize them. You'll need a ladle of some sort, and paper towel, and some regular salt, not iodized or idolized, whatever it is, just regular old salt. So here's what I do. We like bacon flavor in our beans, so I take me a little chunk of bacon and I toss it in my jar first, put it at the bottom, then I pack my beans. Oh, by the way, I've got a stock pot with boiling water in right here. And I've got my canner that's got about 3 inches of water in it that is starting to, the water's starting to heat up. So, alright, so I put my bacon in the bottom of the jar. I wear gloves just because it's not a bad habit to get into. I don't want anything that I have on my hands that is going to get into the stuff that we're canning and preserving and making it go bad. So now we just take your funnel and pack your jar full of beans. Yeah, you gotta make sure you throw a few of them here and there. And just shake it around and get as many in as you can. It's okay to take your hands and pack them in. You want to get as many in here as you can so you're not wasting any space. I usually try to fill mine up to right at the neck of the jar. Works out good for me. Now I will take my regular salt or canning salt, or whatever it is that you have, and I'll put 1 teaspoon of salt in, just on top of the beans. Move my bowl out of the way. Now I'm going to bring my pot of boiling water over to here where it's easier to work with. This is what they call a raw pack or a cold pack. Some people will boil their beans before they pack them in a jar. That's okay too. Whatever works for you, whatever it is that you like the best, feel free to go with what you know. So now we're going to put boiling water in over the top of our beans until we get up to the bottom of the neck of the jar. Just like that. Take our magnet, we get a lid. Get your lid ready. Make sure you want to always wipe off your threads and wipe off your ring, the top of your jar and your ring. You don't want to make sure, you don't want anything that's going to stop your seal from happening there. So we put our lid on. We put a ring on, finger tight, and then we put it into the canner. Just like that. And then we repeat with all these other ones that we've already had. Oh, I forgot to bubble that other one, but you want to take, when you put your water in, I forgot all about that. I forgot to do it on that jar. As you put your water in though, you want to make sure you get the bubbles out, which is the reason for your little plastic spatula or your rubber spatula, whatever it is that you have laying around handy there. You want to make sure that you take it around the edge to get out any bubbles, air bubbles that are in there. You want all the air bubbles out that you can. I forgot to do it on another jar, and I may bring it back out here and bubble it just when I get done with this. So, but anyway, just like that. Wipe off your ring, your rim. Put a lid on. And put it in the canner. There you go. So we're going to get all the rest of these done, and then when we get the all 7 quarts finished up, we're going to put them in the canner and let them process at 10 pounds of pressure for 30 minutes. That means bring your heat up until your steam starts coming through the vent of the top of your canner. Let it vent for 10 minutes, then put your weight on, bring it up to 10 pounds of pressure, and I'll process these for 30 minutes. So we will see you when everything's all said and done after they process for 30 minutes, and I will see you then. Alrighty guys, they've been processing for 30 minutes now at 10 pounds. So now what we're going to do is just going to turn the burner off for the stove. Yeah, I'm using my indoor, we're using the indoor stove because it's really hot outside and I don't have time to sit and tend a fire. But just turn the burner off and let everything cool down to room temperature. It'll cool down on its own. And don't take your weight off or anything. Don't try to open the lid because you'll burn yourself with steam, and that sucks really bad. Don't ask me how I know. Just saying. So anyway, turn everything off and just walk away and leave it set for a little while. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay guys, the pressure gauge says it is at 0. The lid is cool to the touch. So I unhooked my the lid here. Take the weight off. Always open it up away from yourself so that you don't get a steam burn. Like that. Set your lid aside. Get my jar lifters out. I'm going to set these on the counter on a towel so that the cool countertop doesn't crack the hot jar. And they'll still be bubbling and carrying on in there, but that's okay. Now we'll let these cool down. We'll label the lid, take the ring off, and they'll be ready to store until we're ready to use them. So that's how we can our green beans up. So there you go. Hope this helped. If I can do it, you can do it. It's easy to do. It just takes a little bit of time. So thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.